What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is the King Koopa. Thank you for stopping by. We got a good little video for you today on our work truck back there. We're getting it dynoed and it is on Nitrous. This is the first time I've ever ran anything on Nitrous. I'm pretty excited. It is a 6.0 4L80 on Nitrous. So I'll put all the stats on the screen and in the description below. And I'm really excited to get started. This is actually our second dyno session we're doing now on the setup. The first one, I didn't even bother showing it just because we had crazy belt issues, like 4,000, 5,000 RPMs. The belt was just flying right off. So it was the tensioner. We put a new tensioner on it from Atomic Fab and Performance with a Cummins tensioner on there. So that thing is super tight, no issues. So everything hopefully should be fine now. It is a nice, brisk, cold morning here in Indiana. And it is ridiculous. This state sucks. So I hope wherever you're at, it's a little bit warmer. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go head to the dyno right now.
That's why it ran through it so quick. Alright, probably because I was driving it for so long. The wideband didn't want to read on the laptop is what I was messing with. It did rich up air fuel. Okay, so let's try this again. When I first got on it, air fuel was 12.7, 12.6. At 5,500, still 12.6. But as we get up, there's 6,000, and it's starting to go.
Climbing a little bit.
Yeah, so I can't remember what fuel pump is this.
It's dual Walbro 450.
So that should be enough pump. I let off at 62, and it was still making power. God, look how fast it made the pole, 1.1 seconds. It really wants to be in third.
Right.
So I don't know where you want to go from here. We can...
Take it to the junkyard.
The right way to do this is with the drive shaft where I can pull it in third gear.
Right.
Because it's such a fast pull, it's so hard to stop it before we hit red line.
Yeah, I seen you let off and it was still climbing.
Yeah. It's really hard to...
What speed did that get to?
75 mile an hour. Yeah, we hit 75.
Okay.
Here would be my advice. It needs a drive shaft, so we can do a third gear pull, and it needs a window switch. To really, if we're really going to lean on it and see what it'll do.
Which the drive shaft, I was waiting until I put the different transfer case in because it's shorter.
Okay.
So I wanted to dyno it because it's obviously not a all-wheel drive dyno.
Yeah, man.
Stuck between a rock and a hard place, huh?
Yeah. Like, if it didn't rev out so fast, I don't think it would have went as lean.
Right.
I think shit just happened so quick that it couldn't keep up.
Right. Yeah, 1.1 seconds to full pull was...
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be a lot different if we're actually moving, which, I mean, you have some load simulated on it too, so...
It is, but yeah, basically I'm having to go from 3,800 RPM to 6. So I only have 2,200 RPM to work with, because without a window switch, I have to make sure I'm above. If we had a window switch, I'd start the pull at like 2,500, floor it. When we hit 32, the nitrous would come on its own and finish the pull.
Right.
But since I'm having to start so high so we don't bend rods, we just can't really do it.
That's okay.
So, all right, I mean, I feel confident you can run it. You can run the nitrous.
I hope so, because I've already ran it a couple times. I had to test it, you know. I didn't want to come here and be like, oh, the nitrous doesn't work. Now I'm wasting your time and my time, you know. Like.
Yeah. Where it got above 12.8, I'm going to add a little fuel in the tune. So when you're running NA, we're going to be a little bit fat, but you probably won't even notice it.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure on the nitrous you're good.
And we are back home now in the garage, and my heart's broken a little bit. Those numbers were honestly a little disappointing. I don't think I've ever had a dyno session where I was happy about it. I try to explain to a lot of people, you know, the dyno's just numbers. It's just a tuning tool to help the tuner, you know, make your vehicle perform better. You know, 600 horsepower in a motorcycle is different than 600 horsepower in a school bus. You know, so this thing, you know, made some decent power, but if you put it in my Corvette, the Corvette's obviously going to be faster. So I try not to pay too much attention to the dyno numbers. That being said, those numbers are obviously a little low. Every pull you've seen, he was running it in second gear, and you know, so those dyno graphs aren't completely accurate. They should have been just a little bit higher than that, being that they should have been ran in third gear. Third gear is a more of a 1-to-1 rotation or 1-to-1 ratio that'll give you a more accurate reading on the dyno. So, you know, we talked a little bit after I was done filming, you know, and he estimated, so I put quotes, estimated somewhere around like 430-ish naturally aspirated and around 580 on nitrous. Rough guessing it. So that's, you know, just a hypothetical amount for, you know, what this truck makes. And, you know, I'm okay with that. The dyno, it's just a number. It is nice to be able to tell people, oh, it makes this amount, or, you know, makes this on nitrous. And I can't even say that anymore because we've already swapped it to all-wheel drive. And when I did swap it to all-wheel drive, there was a noticeable difference with drivetrain losses. Like just me driving around, playing around with it, I noticed that there is a significant amount of loss. So, you know, I was telling some people, you know, it's roughly, you know, probably a little less than 580 to the wheel on nitrous. And now that it's all-wheel drive, it's even less than that. So I have no idea what it makes. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I was hoping to give you guys a better video with better accurate readings. And the main reason that those aren't accurate is, well, two reasons. One, he ran it in second gear, and, you know, it should be ran in third. And that is because, like he stated earlier, one, I don't have a window switch on the nitrous. I do have the LNC 2000 for the timing delay, but a window switch is for the RPM. So it would, you know, I just have the master on button, the LNC 2000, and a micro switch on the floor. So whenever you know, hit the full throttle, it engages, and the LNC 2000 pulls timing. You get 4 degrees of timing for every 100 shot of nitrous. So a window switch would basically have the nitrous turn on at like 3,200 RPMs or 3,300 RPMs, and it would shut off around like 6,100 RPMs. Because the biggest no-no with nitrous is you don't want to use it, you know, hitting it off the rev limiter, and you don't want to use it on neutral. You know, that's a pretty good way to blow your motor up. So he was, you know, trying to let off early, so we couldn't even get a full potential run. You know, he had to stop around 6,000. Normally I shift around like 6,700, and so we didn't get a full pull on the dyno. Had to let off early with the nitrous, running it in second gear. And on top of that, the reason we were running it in second gear is because I still had the stock drive shaft in there. You know, around 120 to 130 miles an hour, those stock drive shafts will disintegrate. And I didn't want that to happen. So, you know, one, like he said, I should have got a window switch, and two, should have had a built drive shaft. Well, with the NP 149 all-wheel drive transfer case, It's a little bit different length than the stock drive shaft, so we went and got 2 custom drive shafts made that were rated for 800 horsepower, and that will not fit with the old 4x4 transfer case. So as of right now, I pretty much don't know how much it really makes to the wheels, especially being all-wheel drive. I do have plans eventually in the future, like 3 hours north of here up in Michigan. There's supposedly like a Subaru all-wheel drive dyno shop. So I think it would be really cool to take a video of it, taking it up there and actually seeing how much it makes. But I might cry, you know, because on Nitrous this truck is so slow. But so we ran into a lot of problems. But, you know, I guess we pushed through it, and it's still a fun truck. You know, I'm not out here trying to spank everybody, not trying to garage race anybody. It's just a fun street truck. I wanted it to look good, look nice, be a little quick when I want it to be, and I think so far it's pretty much accomplished its goal. So I definitely should have went turbos, though. That's for sure something I should have done, maybe in the future. But as of right now, since we've been working on it for 2 or 3 years, I just want to drive it, put some miles on it, and just enjoy it. So we're going to be hitting the car shows hard this year. We're going to Indy Streetcar Takeover, the Michiana Auto Mania. We got the VIP set up there. I hope to see you guys around. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little disappointing on the numbers. It's a dyno. It is what it is. It's just meant to break your heart. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you in next week's video. Peace.